Have you been wondering what under 400,000 or even under 380,000 can get you here in Fort Walton Beach? Well, luckily for you, we got a preview going on today, going over some of the things that you're going to find specifically here in Fort Walton, and you're going to check out this home to see what just shy of 1,900 square feet looks like as a rehabbed home from 1962. So stick around. All right, everybody, so welcome to the Destin-Fort Walton Beach channel here on the beautiful Emerald Coast. If this is your first time to this channel, we got tons of videos like this coming up, so make sure to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Click that little bell so you're notified every single time we got a new video coming out. If you like these homes, would like to see more or want to know more, go ahead and give us a call or text. We got your back when moving here to our wonderful area here on the Emerald Coast. So let's go ahead and check out this home here. I want to show you a little bit about the neighborhood and what you can really get. Now, do apologize up front. We are in Florida, so there is definitely some materials being used on here for a brand new roof. Well, that happens. Roofs are one of those big items that we do see have to get changed all the time, even though it's a 30-year or 50-year roof. Our insurances here in Florida, well, they make us change these things all the time. So this is just something that typically happens throughout most of your escrows, but it's something we can definitely look in. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. All right. So as we enter in here, you're going to notice quite a bit of the difference. You're going to see some of the old nuances that we had from the old 1962 construction, right? But you're going to see a lot of updates in here as well. Now this used to be, and still is, one of the main rooms that they had here, and lots of natural light. You can see we have some of the beams up there, but much upgraded. So you'll see throughout this home that it does have the luxury LVP down here. They have updated the lighting fixtures to this awesome fireplace. Really just beautiful. Painted the brick, and I don't know about you, but I think it really makes it stand out, makes it look so much more bright in a lot of these homes. So this was the original. You can see that in the 60s, the sunken living room was a big thing that they enjoyed, but we've seen this whole place just get opened up. So you can see over here, they do have the accent doors on here, the barn doors for the pantry. Really did a great job in the rehab, putting the light fixtures. And of course made it as updated as you can get here with the granite countertops and the rehabbed cabinet. So we typically see this around this price point. Again, this is just shy of 1,900 square feet in here, but you can see this has got plenty of counter space. A lot of these homes that you're gonna check out, they do have the stainless steel appliances. Usually here in Florida, we always almost have a dishwasher. This has been the new popular part with the deep sinks here, the farmhouse sinks. Lots of nice updates. As you can see, they've redone a lot of the handles, taken away the gold that used to be in there, and of course put those modern items in. Now the funny part about this as you're looking at this home is that this entire part here used to be closed off. So those that are familiar, this is a galley kitchen. This is what this used to be a wall right there, but they knocked that wall out. And over here was probably a Florida room. And those of you that don't know what a Florida room is, don't worry. Even myself as a brand new Florida agent didn't know what that was. But it is just a room. It's like a screened in room, but instead of screens, it's actually got windows. But it is not heated and cooled, which makes it a Florida room. Okay, so you can see over here that they've converted this into another living space. New updated windows is another part of the home and plenty of storage. Sometimes you get a lot of these little storages inside the units when you're around here, instead of the big ones that you would see in our newer constructions, like with the garage and whatnot. This particular one, the garage, the one-car garage, got turned into another room, which of course brought up its square footage. So we're gonna go ahead and check that out now and see what that is and see how they did. So over here it's access to out back, and then we go into our converted room. Now this is actually a pretty big room. It's got a little bit of a step down, but they actually ended up using this as their workout room, flex room. But note, in order for it to be a bedroom, it has to have a closet, it has to have a window, and it does have to have at least 7 feet in order for it to qualify. Okay, moving in here, we do have a laundry room, which is inside. Now here in Florida, a lot of these laundry rooms just turned into, just being in the garage, which can be a bit worrisome. Not so much worrisome, but just uncomfortable because it gets so hot. So you get your own personal sauna when that happens and they're inside the garage. But since there's no garage here, they ended up putting it there, so. This particular area is too, you can see some of the promotional material that this agent has. Hey, look, it's me. Where it shows you all the different areas around there, things where people will want to go, like coffee shops, or the hospital, gas stations, pharmacies, library, whoever still goes to those, and everything else. With LPT listings, we typically give those out. So a little self-promo there. Okay, so the 62 type of home usually only had all the bedrooms on one side. Now the newer ones have the split concept where you've got the master on one side, and then over here would be the other extra bedrooms, but in here the master is over on the side. Now you notice in each one of these homes in Florida, we all have HVAC units in here. So that's heating and cooling. Those of you that are from up north, like I am or was from, we only had to have heating. We didn't necessarily have to have cooling. But down here, that's something you got to worry about. All right. Okay, so again, just another step up here because they decided to put that into the design that was popular at some point. And then we'll go into the next upgrade. So this is actually would look like, but it's actually tile. That's a newer upgrade that you're going to find in this price point as well. Again, they use that same sort of granite to go over the top. This is a newer vanity, dual vanity. They did a really good job with this. Now, a lot of the times too, you'll see that they keep the original tub, especially if it's in still pretty good condition, which this one is, and continue to go. It kind of adds that little accent to it, just a little bit of flavor. So some of these rooms as well, you're gonna find this seems a little bit small. It's hard to capture on here, but it's just, they didn't have the large rooms like you have unless they're going to modify it as of today, right? But there's usually one small one that we see at least here in Fort Walton. Like even if you get those 1,100 square foot homes, one's gonna look like a closet and the other one is gonna be a decent sized room like this one is, and then you're gonna have your master. A lot of them were built like this. So let's go into the master. Something a little bit unique again that you're gonna find in these homes. You see they got a nice accent wall here. That's actually the electrical panel is in the master. Kind of convenient with the storms, but still pretty nice. Spacious room in here. But where they really put the money, which makes the most amount of sense in any rehab inside. So again, now we have the tile. Look how nice that is. And the newer vanities. But a custom shower, custom stand-up showers. You get the rain shower there, really convenient. A lot of these too, they won't just have that, they'll have the handle as well that you'll be able to use, and pretty nice. Another thing to look at too is in the windows. A lot of them will still be dual pane, but they'll be kind of the old style dual pane where it's literally two panes that are separated by 2 or 3 inches versus the windows that have the dual panes in them. They're still good for energy efficiency, but it's just not the normal impact windows that we have today. Again, just a beautiful place. Lots of room, and they've really opened these things up. Not bad, really, for what you're going to get. So the nice part about this area is also the amount of space that you're going to get in these lots. Now, a lot of the times you'll be sitting inside of a lot and it looks like you can reach over and grab your neighbor. These ones here sit on at least a 1/4 acre, if not bigger. Really, you have a lot of space here. Now, the cool part about this specific unit here is you've got a lot of shade back here. This is where the owners of this property, previous owners, like spent a lot of time out here because it's really nice for entertaining, especially during the fall, even into the winter months, because we're in Florida. A lot of the times you'll also see we have these outdoor sheds for additional storage, but just tons of area. You can see that this specific unit here also had a garden. We've got the raised gardens that are going on. And most of the time too, you can see that they got these big old brick exteriors. So you may also be thinking too, be like, well, I don't know if I trust it. Hasn't been around that long. Like, what if a storm comes? Well, I can guarantee you that storms have come since the 60s, big old storms, and these guys are still here. So good construction even back then. It has lasted the test of time. All right, so a little extra storage. That was actually a unit from that one, or the door rather, from the laundry area. Some extra outdoor storage, but really beautiful. So other things to notice as well as you're going through a lot of these units when you're looking in these price range. Now, as of the date of this video, the average price point for our Fort Walton Beach homes, they're going to be around the $360 to $380 price range. That's going to be your average for this area. And when you go around for something a little bit above, a little bit below, you're going to kind of feel like, okay, so that's basically what you're going to be able to get. So in this, we're right at about what that cusp of it is. Your newer construction is going to be on the higher end. If not, you're going to give up the square footage in order to get there. But as you look at these different ones, there's going to be, at least here in 2024, you're going to have a lot of extra room for negotiation, only because we have a good amount of listings that are out there. So the things that I will suggest when you come through is make sure that you do get a home inspection when you come in. A lot of these things look very pretty. I happen to be, for this specific home, I was the buying agent for this when they first got it, and they had just done the rehab. Sometimes you don't know exactly what's going on in here. They call it lipstick on a pig. We don't know what the actual bones are, so getting a good inspector makes a big difference. Yeah, it's going to cost you a few $100, but you're going to know what's going on. A lot of those problems can be addressed prior to actually closing on the house, so you don't have to deal with a lot of these things after you close. So getting an inspection is really important for you to do that. But make sure you look around, really take a look at some of these things, see if it was good constructions as they did the rehab, and get all that done, and just make sure that it feels right. I always tell that buyer, it's like, if you're walking through or virtually walking through with your realtor, if it feels right, it's probably right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. For what you can get here for under $400,000, really $380 in this area here in Florida. One of the things we didn't actually show was the neighborhood, but this is one of the more desirable neighborhoods out there. You probably saw some of the drone shots, how close we are to the water. Surprisingly enough, we're not in a flood zone here. Most of Fort Walton Beach is not. So you don't even have to carry flood insurance if you don't want to. This one's actually sitting up on a hill, so it's actually pretty nice. But you can get quite a lot here. You can really make this place home, and yeah, I hope that you guys do become homeowners here. So again, my name's Tim Whittemore here with the Whittemore Group with LPT Realty. If you have any questions or need anything, please leave it in the comments below, or go ahead, give us a call, text, either way. If you're looking to get some help purchasing a home here, we've got your back. We'll see you in our next video.